Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another brand new video, and of course, my name is, give me a second, I'm gonna say the name. I'll still say the name, but let's just get straight to it. Anyways, for how am I doing, by the way? Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm actually doing pretty alright myself. So, here we are, exactly, going to explain about a movie that I am really strongly going to disagree on the movie. So, just so you guys do or don't know, it was a 2004 movie, and it was actually the worst movie I had ever seen. Plus, the movie is total shit. And also, just so you guys do or don't know, that the movie sucks. And also, plus, my new name now is called, or should I say the name is called exactly, The Joker of the Great Laughing Man. So without that being said, let's get to the point and also get straight to it. Is also now I am gonna say this is that I know I'm gonna throw a tantrum exactly to throw out this in total garbage movie that it was made in 2004. Like, it was made in a long time. Like, seriously, it was made way long decades ago. And plus, that movie should have been fucking dead. It should have been dead in the ground. Which, oh, I'm loving to see if it's dead in the ground. Now, listen. I actually did sit and I actually had to look on the stars. It got like 2 stars. Two! I mean, bruh, people are actually strongly disagreeing that movie. I am actually very impressed for the people who actually had 2 stars. Thank you. At least people have a very good, strong, agreeing opinion for something that is way, way, way more better. I mean, if the only chance I would take is I would rather take with Daredevil over than the Punisher. And plus, the Punisher is absolute crap. And also, if you do or don't know, is that I would rather expect better voice actors to play that fucking idiot of that fucking character. I mean, that character should have really been silent from the main beginning. Like, the main character should have been silented from the very beginning. I mean, let a new hero take his place, for God's sake. I mean, please let that be justice. And also, bro, the movie was too violent. It was strongly violent. I mean, please, I take better chances to go on with Batman, other than the Punisher's ass. Seriously, like, come on now. Like, the Punisher movie, bro, I ain't gonna say going on for shit. But even though I'm saying is that, like, this is my opinion, even though I have the Second Amendment to talk that shit out. And just so you do or don't know, is that I am using my self-defense by me having that opinion on myself to talk about that movie, how bad it sucks. So yeah, so what are you gonna do about it? Can't sue a single penny. So what I'm trying to say, by the way, is that the Punisher movie is very dead ass. It's very dead ass and a dead brain take. And also, please, win stupid prizes, win more stupid freaking things. F around and find out, and then that's gonna go more deeper than shit. It's gonna go deeper in hell and hell, like the Ice Age, or should I say like the icicle that pretty much is going to go down the drain. So just want to let you all know that the Punisher movie is absolute crap. And yes, I did say that like once or twice or the third time I'm saying that. So here's what I'm actually going to throw out a few examples. One I'm saying is that it was so depression. It was too much depression. And what I could say that what could have been cut out exactly of that movie, censored. Hello, censor. And I forgot that people didn't give a shit back in the 2000s for a little bit right there. But again, though, movies should have still had censor fucking bars. It should have been censored. Even if you want to make this as a violent movie, then what the fuck, man? Like, I expect better fucking action than this shit. Like, to me, though, I wanted action. I wanted to see the glory, the action, no romance. Romance could be at the fucking end. But seriously, it had to be fucked anyway, from the beginning and middle. not only it pisses anybody else out of the theaters for a little bit, or should I say a bit in the movie, well, people pretty much maintain to say that the movie was so bad it should have been awful, like it was awful tier. Like, it's an awful F. Like, I'm giving, like, fucking triple Fs. Like I said, this movie is horrible. The 2004 movie is horrible. It was bad, and it was nobody's good taste to see that anyways. Like I said, I have no intent to make fun of the character. I'd said the movie sucks, which includes the same character that was the main character. Even though I'd said this again, that the movie sucks. Even though I do have the Punisher card, whenever I had the Marvel one, by the way. Just so you guys do know, I do have a lot of like upgraded cards, by the way. Like whenever I do the Injustice cards and the Marvel cards, those I got was pretty much Dave and Buster's, or pretty much like any other place I actually went to is that I just went to any place. Now listen, I'm gonna say is this. One, what pissed me off right now? The only thing that pissed me off was the dude said the N-word. Bro, that's racist. Come on. Like, what is with race? Coming back to the movie. Bruh, why cannot say a different word? Like, come on, why not say my homie? Why cannot say my homie or whatever? Even though that people said is that's like a teen thing exactly for people saying my homie or whatever, but seriously, if you say the N-word, that's racist as shit. Dude, that's racist. Like, seriously, you cannot be serious. Like, that is a fucking brain dead take. Like, that's absolute garbage. The most garbage movie of all time. And plus, it was a waste of my fucking breath for the entire thing. Like, this movie can go and kiss my ass for the entire whole shit of the whole shit fest. Like, seriously, the movie was a very bad movie. Even though the explosions were, I was okay with the explosion stuff, but to me, I'm saying it didn't get my taste. I'm sorry if I have to be so of a hater, Punisher, anti-Punisher fan, but I'm saying is that movie can go fuck itself. Even I'm saying it did not make it to the box office, which I hoped it did not win anywhere else to it. And to me, I'm saying that movie can go take a big fat dump. Because to me, I didn't actually had a very good, impressive thing to actually enjoy the most about. I like Daredevil. I'd say Daredevil was the better movie. It was a better movie over than the Punisher shit. Like, to me, I'm saying that the Punisher movie went too far. It went too far for insanity. It went too far on its own face. Like, it went so hard. As I'm saying it took a triple bad into something that did not went so well. People, on the other hand, even though I'm going to agree with the 2 stars thing, with people having that kind of opinion with the 2 stars, or saying something that, again, I'm saying is that for this, it sucks, okay? The movie just sucks, and I did not care a single crap about that movie. And also, the only thing what's way more stupid enough is I'm saying is that that movie, it just had to go back to race. I mean, again, why? Just why? One white person said it to another white person while being chained upside down. Like, dude, what the hell? Like, what the hell am I seeing? Like, what am I watching? Like, dude, the movie. Come on. Stop like acting like it's defending itself. Like that movie, I could say I could throw like amount of bombshells for saying how horrible that is. Like the movie really needs to take a different up approach of an opinion itself. And also, again, even if it was made in 2004, bruh, why even come back with much more darker things? Why even bring it too darker? Seriously, it was too darker. It was too dark for that movie to be so there. I would rather say that Batman, I prefer to stay in DC over than the Marvel movie. And also, just so you know, I'm more of a DC fan. I'm like a huge big DC fan, very DC fan. Even though it has Mortal Kombat included, so just so you know, that still is another good reply. So I just want to say again to the Punisher movie, it is horrible, it is bad, it's awful, and for me, I ain't never watching that movie. Hell no. Not watching it a second, a third, or any fucking number that comes into my head, which I'd say no. The numbers, I'm not going to go in and watch it again. Because you know what? The movie, I don't care. And also, again, to people who say is that the movie thinks it's good, no. To me, it ain't good. I never liked the movie. It was horrible. Everything was so bad about that movie. Like, everything was. Like, even though I'm saying again that it did not caught my attention, everything else could have went according to each other single plan on its face. Which, I mean, it could have went way better. I mean, it could have would have been way much better. But I'm saying again, into the matter, I'm saying again, into my own will of God's will, that I'm saying is that movie would rather be thrown into the garbage can and be thrown into hell, and that movie can go and get eaten by clams of deviled clams, which I'm saying again, that it would rather been thrown in jail, like the Punisher movie of 2004 would rather be sent to jail and be thrown into custody and accountability, and also would rather been in the dump. And also, please, whoever tries to say that movie's good, no, to me, I don't like it. The movie I never liked. Which I'm saying again, it was the worst of the worst. And you know what? I can see a lot more worse than that movie. I can see way ton more worse than that movie it is. I'm saying I'm giving this 1 out of 10. And does this face look like I give a shit? No! This face doesn't give a shit, which is my face. I don't care. I was unhappy and I was never liking that movie. The movie was garbage, even though that there was one good character that came into the lawn that was the main villain, but into something else that could have would have been much way more better than this. Like all the characters were bad each other time. Like the woman, please. She was a fucking hoe. Like she was really cheating on like another person. Like the guy, I have to go with the insane guy was right a little bit. At least I don't take sides from insane people. That I'm saying I'm not taking sides from insanities. I'm saying is I would rather take one side to say who was best or the best out of the best per one. I would say it's not like I don't give a competition or anything. But it's only what I'm saying is I'm thinking that's a bit somewhere in the controversy or whatever. I'm just putting this out. And also, the only thing what was better was just seeing how the whole thing could have went a better way to the ending. But no, everything had to be so dumb, and each clips of the film, of the movie itself, all the clips were tiered garbage. Even though I would rather wanted that main good character to die in the movie. I prefer wanting to see that character to die. Like I hoped that he wanted to die. Like seriously, how in the hell was he still alive from all of that? Like, how is that man still alive from after all those times? Like, through the movie itself, whenever it got to the very end. Like, I'm really losing potential amount of brain cells out of that garbage. Like, the movie, I really am never going to like it ever again. And also, to say again, as I would rather say, is the third middle finger is about that movie needs to go to hell. Because plus, do I really look like I care? Still to me again is hell no. Is that I do not care. So, as I said again, is that wow, I just cannot believe how bad that is. And also, the only thing I want to say again is that there's a good reference for what most likely most people say is again is that You win stupid prizes and you want to F around and then find out. Like, seriously, that I'm saying is that the Punisher movie would rather been removed. And also would rather get a remade of something better. Like, if it was another better badass, like, please, it needs to rather be a remade to be a badass. I mean, not the same thing. Put it into something more action with no romance. If that was the case, I really seriously like watching dark humor most of the time. I prefer watching Batman films. Like, seriously, those I would rather want to watch. But to me, of me watching the Punisher stuff, that's just so deep end of the bottom of the lake. That's the deepest of the deep. Like, that's really the way it is. And also, I would rather send it into the lake and put it all the way into the bottom of the end of the lake of the water and never to be seen again. Like, that's the way I want to be trashing that, and also just say how my opinion's going to say. But to me, I'm only saying that's what I'm just saying with my own opinion. And also, here's something more stupid. The one thing that's more stupid is that, bruh, whenever I hear the guy screamed in the most of the tire of the film, it was a dipshit trash bin. It was the most dipshit thing I had ever had listened to. Like, oh my god. He literally was getting a popsicle stick to stick it a lot warmer, to keep poking the guy instantly a little bit endless, to keep on poking him to get the answer each other time, like keep on making him suffering for every other time. Like, what the fuck was I hearing? Like, you cannot actually be freaking serious. Like, I'm saying it was a horrible job. Like, the movie is a horrible movie. Like, the worst thing of the worst. And you guys do know I'm wondering why, how much of the times I go out and say each movies kind of suck. And some movies I would say wouldn't suck. But into my entire lifetime, it's just so horrible. The movie was horrible, it was bad, and also another one thing. The main villain was calling in the Russian. Like, what? Like, okay, if I had to put a pin on the pin, I'd say I'd be going with the Russian. I'm just saying I would go for the Russian strong guy to beat the Punisher. But only what was more funnier to see was just watching how endlessly so dumb and so pathetic that the three people were no help to the guy. Like, what the hell is that garbage? Like, that garbage is total nonsense. Like, please, I'm just saying I'd laugh my ass off out of that. Like, I'm only saying is that it was way more funnier to watch than just saying this again. That I'm saying is that, yeah, that was way funnier to see. Like, please. Like, I'm saying is that the Punisher would rather get beaten up by that Russian, exactly, the Russian dude. But I'm only saying this once more is that, oh my god, man, it was just, Jesus of Christ. No wonder, like I said again, it makes no absolute dynamic sense. Like, man, of course it has to go back with slavery. Like, of course it had to go back in that 2004 thing. So just so you know that the Punisher movie was horrible. I never liked it. It was dead. It was garbage. And plus, even hell, I was like 1 year old until that was out of the movie. Like, good thing I never heard of that movie for a long, long, long time, and just now in 2023. But that's only going to be my instant and my only opinion of choice that I'm saying is that that movie is garbage. It should have never been seen, and it should have never, and I mean would ever, come back. And I hope that movie was abandoned. Because to me, I hope it was abandoned. And I give that movie 1 out of 10, which I'd say it was horrible, garbage, and so much brain dead takes. And I imagine the people who worked behind those scenes had to be so shitty that it wasn't going to get into most work. Like, seriously, come on. Like, people could have figured better ways to see this movie was way, way waste out of my time. Like, to me, it was not my time of watching that. It was never my time to watch that. Like, that movie was brain dead, and I'm even debunking this whole thing while this is going during like 20 minutes of this. So I'm just saying is that the movie, to me, it's garbage, it's done, and I'm saying that I would rather been thrown in hell and it would rather been sent to jail for that movie to be so too violent. Like, that movie was never badass. It was too tough and rough. It was very rednecked. It was very rednecked and it was very nonsense, and it never made no sense or whatsoever for the story to continue on its face. Like, I mean, seriously, the movie on its face was just the worst. And I had one or two problems. Like, there was like a gay couple in the picture. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't have any chance of I don't have any chance by saying is that I don't make fun of gay people. I really don't have a problem with that. But what was way more dumb to see that is just like, what the hell was I looking at the photo? Like, dude, that is gross. Like, why now? Just why? I mean, people would have been okay with watching lesbians kiss. I mean, seriously, that would way been more hotter to watch. But to me, I'm saying it's just like, no. No and no. The movie I'm saying is like, okay, buddy, I'm just saying is I'm putting the hand right on the face to say is deal with the hand, not to my face. That I'm saying is pretty much to say is deal with the hand, and I am not gonna deal with that because deal with the hand, bitch, because I ain't gonna go with talking shit. Because for me, the movie was wasting my time. It was a waste of garbage, waste out of everybody's opportunity for its only insanity of its sake. I mean, to me, it is just the worst movie I ever watched. And good. I'd be glad to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie whenever it's released in October because I'm gonna love watching Scott Cawthon's next film. Because I'm gonna definitely watch that film, and I'm totally gonna say is I might highly say is if the movie is good or bad, I'm gonna take my opinion on to see how it was good. But to me, I'm gonna find out my own answer and see how I'm gonna actually react to it or pretty much talk about it. I'm not talking about the clips of the movie because due to copyright infringements. Which, yeah, I know that's the case and I know it sucks. But to me, I'm only just going to make guesses and make like guesses how the movie was going and working. As long as I say it was alright to me to say how it was okay with, then that's what I might go with and just see. And then a few more questions I might ask. So here's like a few other answers. And also, the only thing that was so dumb about is that people have not thought of adding censor bars in that 2004 movie. Like, nobody had the shit to do that. Like, nobody had no grown pairs of balls to do that, to censor, but not censoring the movie. I mean, people could have barely would have known that Daredevil was the greatest movie of all time, not The Punisher. The Punisher could really just be into a very big fat answer of an F. That was a big fat F. Like, it was a big capital L, which I'd say that The Punisher takes the L. I'm going to say is giving that an L. No W, just L. Very big L. So anyway, that's my entire sentence and that's my entire thing for me for speaking and talking about this. And also, if you guys do know how I'm feeling about that, then just so you know, if you guys want to like side with me on this, by the way, then just be sure if you want to side with me, that's all right. But if you don't want to side with me, then doesn't matter. And I mean, it doesn't matter. And no, the video isn't deleted. The video will not be deleted by any means necessarily. It will be my opinion from time and time. And I'm not changing my mind about how good the movie is. Even if people are wanting to beg on their knees to say is pretty much that they're just sad fishing to go sad fish with me exactly like sad fishing on me. To say is that people would say is, oh please, the Punisher movie was good. You're just so jealous that they have a so good movie. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, for the last time I said to my face by asking that question, does this face look like I give a shit? And do I say is that seriously, Does my forehead say dumb to you? No, it is not. It very much is not. So, at the matter of the fact that I hope you guys understand the whole thing exactly with this thing, by the way, I needed to talk about and get something off my chest. So, as I said before, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified. And I'm going to say this once or twice that the only thing I would rather been not going to ask is that I prefer watching DC over than Marvel. Like I said again before, Marvel, I even said Marvel was going to be my second opinion choice, but I'm saying that DC is the best one of all time. If I still had to pick one for one, I'm still saying DC is the best one of all time. So, without that being said, and not likely to explain and say, is I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified. And without that being said, is that I hope you all enjoyed the video. And yeah, so how many times I'm going to say the film is just garbage? All of it. It's garbage. All the scenes were garbage. Everything was garbage. It was too depressing. It was very too impressing. Like it was far too impressing. Like seriously, it was very depression. Too depression. And also, for me, it was so very bad tier. It was garbage, and I have to say that I'm never watching that film, and I hell will never see that again. And also, I prefer seeing Daredevil over than The Punisher. So I'm saying this again, that The Punisher movie is garbage. It sucked. It was horrible, and I am never gonna watch it again, even in my very life. Never will and never will. Even in my different age, by the way, I'm saying is that I'm never watching it. It is so not my favorite anymore. I'm just saying is that it's just never been the favorite in my first time to say that. So, with that being said, is that my name is called is of course is the Joker of Great Laughing Man. It is the Joker of the Great Laughing Man. So, without that being said, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified. And without that being said, thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for taking my advice for me to say is that the movie is garbage. It was never the best movie ever, and plus, it was bad tier anyhow. So without that being said, is that thank you all very much for watching, and I just had to get that off my chest. So yeah, without it being said, is that yeah, the movie was garbage, and also this, by the way, is going to be premiered around somewhere around September or maybe on a different month that you guys might see this premiere. And also, it's just me ranting about that movie and exposing that movie, how it really is, how it was garbage, and plus it was slavery, a little bit of slavery, a bit. But to me, I ain't no fan about talking about like some things would be a little bit in my taste. But to me, I preferred my own tastes that I liked much better, how inspired me more differently. Just say as how other movies could have inspired me way more to see. But The Punisher was just too far to see. It was too far. It was so bad, and plus all the characters were so bad. Even hell again that I'm asking this one and a few times is that no. I'm saying is that the movie is garbage, and also again, no sad fishing on me. Again, just because I'm saying that the movie is bad doesn't mean that you guys get to say that you be defending that movie. And please, do not defend that movie. Do not defend that. The movie is just absolute crap into my own ears. It is garbage, the worst of the worst. And as I said again, that movie can go straight to fucking hell, even if I'm saying that for once. And also, again, for that I matter again to say is that it doesn't matter what I'm saying this again, that the movie is garbage, which is totally true. Anyhow, thanks for watching. So for me, this video probably would have ended right now for a second. So yeah. This video definitely reaches to 32 or 35 minutes of this. So without that being said, like, comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified. And if you guys want to take on my side on this, then please be sure to take my side on it. But if not, then who cares? Who really cares? It really doesn't care what I'm going to probably just say. But to me, I'm never that happy. I was never happy about that movie, and as I said again, never happy, and I never liked it. So, without that being said, thanks for watching, and without that being said, like, comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified, and my name is the Joker, the Great Laughing Man, and we'll see you guys again next time, and very much. So, yeah, sign out, everybody, and also, yep, I'm done. So, without that being said, see you next time, and sign out. And also, one more thing. The movie, the The Punisher can go F itself. Double. And I mean twice the double that it can go F itself. So anyway, without that being said, thanks for watching. And anyway, I'm just a bit tired because, just a bit tired that I'm not in a good mood of me asking this. So just so you guys know is don't just bite me in the ass. Please just do not let it bite me in the ass. I'm just saying is that it's just not a bit of a good time to watch it. And plus, it was a bad time anyway. I mean, if it would have been better, it would have rather been censored the entire time. It would have rather been censored, and people could have gotten it a better review. Nope. Again, to me, I'm saying it was nope. It didn't got into a good review. It went 2 stars, and to me, it didn't matter. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Even if I'm wrong or I was right, then that's all I'm going to ask. So thank you for watching, and goodbye. Like, comment, subscribe, the bell, be notified. And if you want to see more new videos like this, then definitely go subscribe to my first channel and my separate channels. And with that being said, bye-bye, everyone, and signing out.